Welcome back to Doing More, a show that is only about good news happening in our communities. This next story comes to us from Northwest Arkansas. That's where we find Rylie Birdwell. Rylie, what a beautiful backdrop behind you. Where are you?
Hi Brandy, I'm here at the Botanical Gardens of the Ozarks in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Spring is a wonderful time to be outside and enjoy the beauty that's all around us. But regardless of the season, Miss Charolette Tidwell at Antioch for Youth and Family in Fort Smith continues to provide food in the community and those in need. Her selfless and kind heart is evident in the number of lives touched through her program at Antioch.
We started this operation 22 years ago based on the need that I know existed in Sebastian County. My prior history is from healthcare, and so I was aware at healthcare the need for agencies to look at the bottom needs of people, whether that was homelessness or hunger. So we started this on a dime 22 years ago. It represents what I had to do as a child from the commands of my parents and the church. If you knew that anyone was in need, you did something about that. With the help of volunteers in Fort Smith, the help of churches, both black and white, we launched Antioch for Youth and Family. It has, in fact, blown out the windows with the need. We actually feed around 25 to 30,000 people a month. I think what is so unique about Antioch is another thing that was pushed down my throat as a child, and that is the volunteerism that goes along. I am a staunch believer that if you ask people, know that you value them, they will help. Antioch, I think, has grown nationally because it's an organization that has done things not as we have been taught success in America, but the fact that we know that every person has a value and we tap into that. I hope that the thought of valuing people, no matter their ethnicity, their income level, is the way we really move America forward, and that everyone understands that we truly are our brother's keepers.
What a great story about hope and commitment, Brandy. My heart is humbled. Thank you for letting us share a little piece of our community with you. Our next good news comes from Van Buren, and it's a wonderful story of empowerment. Monarch 61 is a nonprofit providing women a safe place for community and healing.
Our mission is to connect, mentor, and empower women, and we do that through a creative hub of community art and wellness. So our thought process is that really any of us can identify with trauma. So all of our classes are trauma informed. We don't want any woman to come in and not feel safe or not feel like they have refuge here. And so we open up our facility to all women. All of our classes are free for any woman in the community, and we have about 60 classes throughout the month in art, wellness. We have some studies and some different book topics that we do, and everything changes all the time, just kind of based on creativity and just things that we see in the community that are needed.
Women come from every different walk of life here. We have ladies that are a part of a church that like to support us, so they'll come and bring their friends and they'll just come and hang out. We actually have a group of women called the Flying Needles that come and utilize the art space to sew, and they just hang out. We love to have, different groups come in and just use the space. But then we also have people that are referred to us from drug court, from the crisis center, 100 families. We have lots of different resources that we can help women in different places. So.
For women, trauma is a long journey of healing, and it looks very, very different for every woman. We heal in lots of different ways, sometimes creatively, sometimes through counseling, just in lots of different ways. And the idea of one space where women could come and take art classes, wellness classes, maybe see a counselor, maybe do something in the beauty bar to just restore their dignity and their beauty. All of that under one roof was just what really kind of set Monarch 61 in motion.
I'm responsible for making sure that women have fun and they connect with their creativity.
As the mentoring director, I will pair women with other women that relate to each other. So a lot of times it doesn't work. They'll figure out that, this isn't the right fit for me, and it's fine. But usually we can figure out some common, things that they like to do, different things that they've been through in their childhood, and they just are really there to walk them through life. They help them, they can help with finances, they can help just kind of get their lives in order and just have somebody to call. A lot of women don't have anybody that they can lean on, and they can just have somebody to call.
So for me, this journey really began in 2008. I was introduced to human trafficking and just that injustice in the world, and really had this want and this passion for women to know their value and worth.
One of the most profound stories that I can think of since September 1st that's happened. We had a lady that she's in her mid-30s. She is a single mom, and she ended up at the crisis center. She was actually homeless. She had been through so much trauma in her lifetime that she had lost all of her hair, and at this point, you don't have a home, you don't have family here, no support system at all, and you're trying to find a job. You feel terrible about yourself. She had no confidence anymore because she'd lost her hair and she had no one. So the crisis center actually reached out to us to ask her if she would be willing to come and just kind of let us nurture and treat her in the beauty bar. So I actually fitted her with 4 wigs, and she was a natural redhead, so we found her some red wigs, and we did makeup and just kind of put her through the royal treatment, and she is a different person now. I mean, she's a steady person here. She's consistent. She's volunteered. She comes back and volunteers in the market space. But what she's been through, she was in the system her whole life. So she has so much knowledge that she can help other ladies that come in and that kind of have a similar experience. We have so many things to offer here at Monarch 61, from volunteering, supporting other women, to self-care in our classes. And every class that we offer here is free. But if you don't have time and you would love to support us in another way, visit our website at monarch61.com.
If you would like to know more about this story or others in Northwest Arkansas, please follow my Instagram at Rylie B Reporting.
Great story, Rylie, out of Fort Smith. Coming up straight ahead, as medical costs skyrocket, a group in Tulsa is working to make the best out of sometimes a difficult situation. Dion Amade checks into the Hospitality House of Tulsa, where he learns guests are offered more than a place to stay and a good cup of coffee. Want to learn more about the stories you've seen here? Head on over to my social media feeds, Brandy Paul 402 on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram.